This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 11. Coverage you can count on.
Right now at 11, a lack of communication surrounding this substitute teacher who admitted to molesting students. The sheriff's office says it didn't tell the district about more victims at other schools.
So I guess they want to release the information little by little.
We're pushing for specific public records tonight in hopes of getting some answers and taking an in-depth look at how this investigation has unfolded so far. Those public records are crucial to finding out when the school district knew and when parents were notified. Good evening, I'm Greg Wormuth.
I'm Martha Sagowski. Channel 9's Megan Cruz is live at Boggy Creek Elementary, where the first 6 little girls came forward. And Megan, today you spoke with family members of one of those victims.
I did, and they're still trying to process exactly what allegedly happened inside one of these classrooms. Now, I did get to speak with some of those family members. Like you said, they didn't want to do an on-camera interview today, but told me they, like other parents, want the school district and investigators to be more transparent about which classes this sub taught and how many students he came into contact with. Kate Diaz says there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
They should just come forward sooner about it.
Her 8-year-old goes to Mill Creek Elementary School, one of the 9 schools where this man has been a substitute teacher. 19-year-old Syed Yashin Asher started subbing at the Osceola County School District since December. Now, he's charged with molesting 6 Boggy Creek students while in class with them last month. The first victim came forward 6 days ago, and yet Diaz only got this automated call from Mill Creek's principal yesterday afternoon.
While we have no indication at this time that any child at our school was victimized, we feel that it's extremely important to notify parents.
According to investigators, though, Asher's admitted he also touched a Mill Creek and Flora Ridge student before that call went out. Those students haven't been identified yet. We know exactly when schools sent out their calls because we fought for and got that information today. As you can see, Boggy Creek parents were notified Friday. These 6 schools sent out calls yesterday afternoon. The last 2 schools were told today. Last night, a district spokesperson said parents at all 9 schools should have been notified already. Have you reached out to all 9 schools already, or just Boggy Creek? All 9 schools?
All 9 schools.
She said parents whose students actually sat in one of Asher's classes will get another personal call from the school. And we are interested in seeing how many parents will get those personalized calls and how many of them already might have been notified. We also requested Asher's personnel file. We'll be checking in with the district first thing in the morning. Live in Osceola County, Megan Cruz, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
And we want to lay out how this investigation has unfolded over the last week. On Thursday, February 28th, the parent told deputies her 7-year-old daughter was touched while at Boggy Creek Elementary. Then on Friday, March 1st, DCF interviewed the girl and said her classmate was also victimized. Detectives then spoke to Asher, and he admitted to touching the 2 girls. Also on Friday, another Boggy Creek parent came forward about her daughter. When questioned, Asher admitted to touching that 6-year-old as well and said he touched another student at Flora Ridge about 2 months ago, bringing the total to 4. That's when deputies arrested him. On Saturday, March 2nd, another mother came forward and said her daughter described what happened to her and said the same thing happened to 2 of her classmates. Also on Saturday, deputies spoke with the mother of a 2nd grader. She says her daughter was touched and that her daughter pointed out Asher from the jail database. That evening, Asher bonded out of jail. On Monday, March 4th, a 6-year-old at Boggy Creek came forward and said Asher touched her twice. New charges were filed that afternoon. Asher turned himself in. And just yesterday, in open court, a detective said Asher admitted to touching a child at Mill Creek as well. Asher now remains behind bars on no bond again. At this time, 6 Boggy Creek students have come forward. The students, deputies say Asher admits to touching at Flora Ridge and Mill Creek have not been identified. And the sheriff's office admits it never told the district about those additional schools.
Does that concern you, though, that over 5 days they didn't make you aware of the fact that he had admitted to touching students inappropriately at 2 other of your schools?
I have not had that information given to me directly by the sheriff's office, so I can't comment any further than what I've already provided for you.
Still at this time.
All right, after we started asking questions, the Osceola County School District turned over a list of all 9 schools where the substitute teacher has taught just since December, and you can see he frequently filled in all over the district. So let's take a closer look at a week in January, for example. You can see he worked at Parkway Middle, Central Avenue Elementary, and Kissimmee Elementary. Back out to the wider view, a 3-month view. Let's now zoom in to February and take a look there. Flora Ridge Elementary, Central Avenue Elementary, Boggy Creek Elementary. Now, we have requested specific grades, classes, and the number of students in each of those classes that he came in contact with. The district says it's working on compiling that information for us, and they'll turn it over to us, and we'll show it to you.
Again, the story has so many layers, and we've been following it since this past weekend. If you want to read all of our reports and the information we've uncovered, go to WFTV.com. Well, right now, cooler temps. You probably felt it or sticking around, and it's actually colder than it was 24 hours ago. Certified Chief Meteorologist Tom Terry joining us live in Severe Weather Center 9. And Tom, just how cold are we talking about in the morning?
Yeah, it's going to be nippy. Temperatures already in the 30s up north. Our live current condition 38 in Palm Coast as of 11 o'clock at the airport in Ocala, 39. We're down to 46 from Orlando, Sanford, down through Orlando. Freeze warnings north and west, including Marion County, near freezing there, and frost advisories for Flagler County. These are the lows by daybreak. Lots of 30s, and where you have 30s, you can get cold enough to get areas of frost, especially DeLand, the Villages, Bushnell. Even though you're not under that frost advisory, plan on some patchy frost. And about 41 Orlando, our coldest since the 3rd week of January. Greg?
All right, Tom. Now, new since 6 fire investigators are working to figure out what started a car fire that spread to 2 houses in an Orlando neighborhood. Channel 9's Samantha Manning joins us live from outside the home on Willie Mays Parkway tonight. Sam Cruz just left the scene a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Greg, fire crews just left in the last 5 minutes, but a construction crew just got here as well. You can take a look and see they are inspecting the house. They've been taking photographs. Fire crews say it all started with that destroyed car you see sitting in the carport. Tonight, people living in this neighborhood watched as crews worked to put out the car fire that soon affected 2 houses.
Oh my gosh, Lord, let no one be in that house.
Neighbor Allison Corriette says her son Donovan spotted something wrong at the house on Willie Mays Parkway this evening.
He's the person who saw it. He said, Mama, there's an orange thing. And I said, what orange thing? And it was a huge fire.
The Orlando Fire Department says the car caught on fire in the carport and spread to the house. It then spread to a neighbor's home as well.
The flames were so great that radiant heat kind of caught the house, the greenhouse, on fire as well.
Fire crews were able to get the fire under control, and the damage to the homes is minimal. First responders brought a woman who lives in the house to the hospital because of the stress from what happened affecting her health. She was not hurt in the fire itself.
Thankfully, she seemed to give like a thumbs up as if, she was with us, so I'm grateful.
And the fire department says the people living in the house are able to stay with relatives tonight while this investigation is underway. Reporting live in Orlando, Samantha Manning, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Fire officials still have not said what sparked a house fire that killed 1 person early this morning in Seminole County. Skywitness 9 flew over the charred remains along Airport Boulevard near Sanford this afternoon. Another person was rushed to the hospital. No word tonight on how serious that person's injuries are. Kissimmee police are investigating Osceola High's principal after a basketball player filed a battery report against her.
Principal Nia Campbell was spotted on cell phone video Friday night trying to separate the crowd celebrating a boys' basketball victory. The player alleges Campbell pulled him out of the crowd by his hair. The principal didn't want to comment today. The district says it looked at the complaint and the video and found no cause to remove her from her duties for now.
We're also waiting to find out what led to a fight that ended with 3 students in handcuffs at an Orange County high school. Skywitness 9 flew over the heavy police presence at University High this afternoon. This all started when a school resource officer called for backup. The sheriff's office said there were no significant injuries, but would not say what happened here.
What are the school doing about this? Because this isn't the first fight, and it's like fights after fights. Every week there's a big fight here, and it needs to stop.
Now, deputies say one of the students involved has been charged with battery on a law enforcement officer.
Tonight, some people in Oviedo are doing their best to stop the construction of an apartment complex in this neighborhood. A developer wants to rezone the property to allow for a 92-unit, 3-story apartment complex near Alafaya Trail and Beasley Road. Neighbors point to a fatal accident back right here in 2012 as proof that traffic conditions are already too dangerous to accommodate any more vehicles.
It's very difficult on the main road behind us to get out on Alafaya Trail and go north, let alone south. And there's been a huge number of accidents.
The first hearing on the proposal was held tonight. County commissioners will vote next month on whether or not to approve it.
Too much money and too many lost trees. Those are the concerns some people in Ormond Beach have about a project to fix problems along a busy road. The city is considering how it might use money from a proposed half-cent sales tax. Leaders want to extend Hand Avenue to ease traffic congestion from LPGA and Granada. The city thinks it will help the area grow, but some people disagree.
And in South Florida, I was there for 40 years and saw that get destroyed, and they're going to do the same thing here if they don't curtail this spending on nonsense.
Volusia County voters will decide whether to pass the sales tax increase in May.
As we prepare to reset our clocks this weekend, there's another push to keep Florida and the rest of the U.S. on daylight saving time. Florida Senator Marco Rubio filed the bill again this year to keep the country on it year-round. He says there are health and safety benefits to it. The same bill failed to pass last year.
Well, tonight, a longtime game show host has opened up about his personal battle.
I have some news to share with all of you.
Coming up, Jeopardy host Alex Trebek's message to fans about a recent cancer diagnosis.
And the cat attack inside this Lake County home that forced 2 people and a police officer to get rabies shots.
And in just a few minutes, who is stepping in to help this woman after 9 investigates looked into the mold at her condo.
Channel 9 Eyewitness News, always live in your neighborhood. From Sanford to the Space Coast, Winter Garden, and Orlando.
With Central Florida's biggest team, we'll be there for you. No matter where stories unfold, you'll know more about what's happening across town and in your neighborhood.
Channel 9 Eyewitness News, always live at 4, 5, and 6. It's coverage you can count on.
Sesame and ginger. How did Subway know it's what I wanted? Thank you.
Why shop Central Florida Toyota? Survey says. Open 7 days a week. New Toyota starting at $99 per month. Used vehicles starting under $5,000. Se habla español. Spring into savings during the Ready, Set, Go sales event. Shop CentralFloridaToyota.com. Go, go, go.
Want a good reason to switch your mobile? Spectrum now offers mobile service.
That's just one reason. Got to give them at least 3.
Fine. Spectrum Mobile is on America's largest, most reliable LTE network, plus a nationwide network of Wi-Fi hotspots. It has unlimited talk and text. You can choose unlimited data for $45 a month, or you can just pay by the gig, and you can save up to 40% a month. How's that?
Well, that's between 3 and 87 reasons, so yeah, that works.
Want the best value in mobile? Choose Spectrum Mobile.
You know how your friend looks at you when you've ordered the double and cheese steak burger and fries, a cup of chili, and a cookie, all for $4? That's called order envy. 4 meals, 4 items, $4. 444. Get more for 4.
The Cadillac Move Up sales event is here. Move up to next-gen connectivity. Move up to advanced safety. Move up to something a little more, well, Cadillac. In XT5, XT4, and the Escalade. Current non-GM owners and lessees get this low-mileage lease on this 2019 Cadillac XT5 from around $359 per month.
Sweet and smoky. How did Subway know it's what I wanted?
I'm Eyewitness News traffic anchor Raquel Asa, and our detours tonight, at least one of the spots, will be coming off the turnpike northbound, coming from Osceola County to get access to the 417 if you're headed toward the airport and also the Lake Nona area. Closures there started at 11 o'clock tonight. We'll be there until 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Same detour you're following tonight, you'll also need for tomorrow night as well, and that detour will take you through Osceola Parkway. We'll see you at 5 on Eyewitness News this morning.
An elderly woman who is missing half her brain will now have a safe place to live after 9 investigators exposed major mold problems inside her condo that weren't her fault.
Got her some help tonight. Investigative reporter Carla Ray first reported on those issues last year when the owner was given a demand letter to make repairs even though the source of the leak was in another unit. Not her fault. After our story aired, the community stepped in.
This damage you see here behind me was in a different portion of her condo. This is the kitchen, and all this was caused by another leak that Judy Young couldn't smell due to her condition. She's missing part of her frontal lobe, which is why the problems inside her condo got so out of hand. But now, after our stories, all of this is gone.
Everything was solid black mold.
Bob Hutchinson knows mold. As operations manager for Belfour Property Restoration, he's seen the worst of the worst, and this condo ranks near the top.
If it was my mother, grandmother living in this environment, I would have immediately gotten her out of here because I knew the health concerns were very high.
The unit has done a 180 since we first visited in November 2018, when owner Judy Young was facing a code enforcement fine and a demand letter from the 1000 Oaks Condo Association, ordering her to pay for more than $6,000 of repairs, despite acknowledging the conditions weren't her fault, caused by leaks in the unit above hers.
Unless they fix what's upstairs, whatever we do down here will get wet again if they don't fix the upstairs.
Now the problems upstairs are fixed, and Belfour Indoor Air Quality Solutions and ABC Air Conditioning and Heating Specialists have teamed up to remediate the damage for free.
This was going on for quite some time.
After discovering the problems were even worse than first thought, with more leaks from different pipes near the kitchen.
I was disappointed because, again, I've been around the industry a long time, and I know that Miss Judy, if she knew better, she would do something different, but she didn't know any better.
The condo association that first demanded Young pay for repairs is stepping in too, stating in an email to her attorney that in an effort to resolve this matter in good faith, it has agreed to make repairs to the framing, insulation, and drywall.
She has many years left in this house, and she deserves to be here.
Judy Young has been living in a hotel while all this work is being done at her condo. Now, once the drywall is placed, new cabinets will be installed and other work will be done to get the condo back into prime condition. Those companies are doing the work pro bono, but there is a GoFundMe page set up if you'd like to help. We've put that on our website, WFTV.com. In studio, Carla Ray, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
A rabid cat has been euthanized after the Lake County Sheriff's Office said it attacked 3 people, including a Leesburg police officer. Officials said the cat got inside the victim's home on West Side Drive in Leesburg Sunday and attacked them when they tried to get it out. They said the cat was acting strangely. The animal bit one person, scratched the 2 others. They have all been receiving treatment for the possibility of getting rabies.
All right. Get your tickets ready. Someone could be $381 million richer after tonight's Powerball drawing. Here's a look at tonight's lucky winning numbers. Hopefully you're getting lucky. They were drawn at the top of the hour. The winning numbers are 6, 10, 21, 35, 46. So the Powerball is 23. The power play is 2. The cash option is valued at around $228 million. No one has won the Powerball since December. Oh, the things you could do with all that loot.
Yeah, but you got to pay taxes, and you got to drive down
cash
there and
option,
pick up
you got
check.
plenty.
Everybody's always asking for something.
Too much trouble. Everyone's asking.
You run away to Bora Bora, and no one finds you.
Like those pictures that we see.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, why would you want to go there when you can stay here, downtown Orlando, right? Why would you want to go? 46. Had a high of 63 today. Think of a few reasons maybe, but temperatures colder than we were last night. We are 7 degrees colder, in fact, in Orlando, and we were well down into the mid-40s early today. Now, we're not going to be in the 30s, I don't expect, for Orlando, but we're going to be closer to 40 than we were earlier today. 46 Orlando. We were 42 this morning, I believe. 48 in New Smyrna, but look at that. 38 Palm Coast, 39 Ocala. That's where the winds have gone calm, and that lets that heat radiate more efficiently and get colder at the surface. Now, frost advisory for Flagler County, but several counties will also see patchy frost in and around this cold pocket. A freeze warning in effect, by the way, for Marion County. This is the frost area from Lake County back in toward Apopka and back in toward the west. Not a real heavy frost. The humidity levels are still relatively low, but we'll get some frost in the morning for sure. 30 in Ocala by daybreak, 34 in Bushnell. So on that frosty freeze line, about 40 to 41 across the I-4 corridor. Tomorrow, Altamont Springs, low 70s, beautiful day with a full head of sunshine for tomorrow. Daytona Beach, A little bit cool, not quite as breezy, so I think it's going to feel great. You add about 12, 13 degrees to what it actually feels like when you're out in the sun, that skin temperature, if you will, from the sun working on you. Don't forget to put your sunscreen on. Even though it feels cool, it can get a sunburn going in a hurry. 73 tomorrow, 75 in Winter Haven, and 70 over for Titusville and Port St. John. Now, future track showing a few clouds, and it's trying to be optimistic with a couple of green specks here, but overall, we'll keep the rain out of the forecast until perhaps Sunday, along with just a slight chance for rain then. In Lake County, over by the many lakes of Lake County through Leesburg to Verries, Lake Harris, temperatures there approaching 80 degrees on Friday. Melbourne and Palm Bay, if we don't get to near 80 on Friday where you live, we will by the weekend. 84 by Sunday. And even warmer up in the villages of Lady Lake, 85 by the end of the weekend. So we're back to where we were about a week ago in this late spring pattern as we spring forward. Saturday night, temperatures will be on the up and up. 87 Orlando, way too early for this warm weather, but we've got a bunch of it coming into the middle part of next week. Martha?
Difficult news from a beloved game show host tonight. Coming up, what's next for Jeopardy's Alex Trebek after his stage 4 pancreatic cancer diagnosis?
The WFTV News app. Set custom alerts for stories that matter to you. Just search WFTV. Brought to you by the Law Offices of Attorney Dan Newland.
Involved in a car accident? Call me now at 407-888-8000.
It may seem like a great deal on a used car, but a new scam is taking online buyers for thousands. Thursday at 5, Action 9 exposes a fake auto sales site that uses popular marketplaces to cheat its customers.
Expensive lesson. It's a very expensive lesson.
Todd Ulrich shows you how scammers use legitimate websites to give you a false sense of security.
That made me feel more confident about the purchase itself.
The investigation you need to see before buying a car online. Thursday at 5 on Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Drive home in a luxury vehicle you deserve. Lease the new 2019 Lexus ES350 for only $399 a month. Visit Lexus of Orlando at I-4 and the Florida Turnpike today to find yours. That's Lexus of Orlando at I-4 and the Florida Turnpike.
Have you ever experienced a real butter burger? We slather on farm fresh Wisconsin butter. It's true. Too much of a good thing is just wonderful. The Wisconsin Butter Steak Burger, only at Steak and Shake.
Hi, I'm me. And that's me 30 days ago before I switched to Spectrum. With Spectrum TV, I get tons of HD and thousands of titles free on demand. With satellite, I have to have special equipment to watch on demand. Plus that dish on my roof.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Call 833-271-8998.
Spectrum Internet has speeds of 100 megabits, so I can surf, my wife can stream, and the kids can game. All at once. Our internet can't keep up with all our devices, so I schedule all of our online time. I get every other Tuesday.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month.
Best of all, Spectrum bought out my old contract, making it easy to switch. Wait, what? Will they do that for me? Yeah, because I'm you, 30 days from now.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $89.98 a month. Plus, ask how you can save up to 40% on your wireless bill with Spectrum Mobile. Better services at a better price. Call 833-271-8998.
The Pendas Law Firm doesn't easily settle with the insurance companies. We fight for every penny you deserve. It usually takes aggressive and experienced representation to get you the maximum for your claim. And if not, we'll try to get it here at the courthouse. So after an accident, just call Pendas.
Be adventurous. Drive in style by leasing a new 2019 Lexus RX 350 SUV for only $429 a month. For the experience worth your drive, visit Lexus of Orlando at I-4 and the Florida Turnpike. That's the intersection of I-4 and the Florida Turnpike.
Longtime Jeopardy host Alex Trebek announced today on YouTube that he's been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, but is determined to beat the disease.
With the love and support of my family and friends, and with the help of your prayers also, I plan to beat the low survival rate.
Trebek acknowledged the prognosis is not very encouraging, but said he'll keep working. The 78-year-old has been the host of Jeopardy since its 1984 revival. He recently signed a new contract to stay through 2022, and so he said he has to stick around for those 3 years, Martha.
He does. Singer R. Kelly back behind bars tonight for not paying child support after being told by a judge to do so. Investigators say he will not be released until he pays the $161,000 he owes to his ex-wife and the 3 kids. His arrest comes on the heels of an emotional sit-down interview with CBS News this morning. It's the first time Kelly has spoken out about pleading not guilty to charges of sexually abusing 4 women, including 3 minors.
30 years of my career! Y'all trying to kill me! You killing me, man! I didn't do this stuff. This is not me.
In regards to the child support, Kelly is expected to have another hearing tomorrow.
Florida lawmakers want to make the elections process smoother. The Senate committee approved a bill yesterday that would fix issues exposed by last year's recounts. The bill would move state primaries a week earlier to give officials more time before the general election. It would also specify how ballots are designed and give voters more time to work out any ballot signature discrepancies. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., some members of Congress want the voting age in federal elections lowered to 16 years old. Some states already allow 16 and 17-year-olds to pre-register to vote so they can cast a ballot when they're of age 18. The plan is part of a bigger bill that would make voting easier and reform ethics laws. It is not expected, though, to pass in the Senate.
Christian, and now the Arnold Palmer Invitational teeing off tomorrow morning early.
In just hours, 120 golfers competing for a huge purse and that red cardigan.
Yeah, the cardigan, one of the many great traditions they've added recently since Arnold Palmer's passing. One of the others, Arnold's golf bag, standing at attention on the driving range all weekend. You can head out there and see that. Then you've got the opening ceremony. This happened this morning. Really cool. Arnie's grandson, Sam Saunders, started it off. It's like a waterfall of tee shots, and all the golfers try and do that signature Arnie finish. Now, the man who owns the cardigan at the moment is Rory McIlroy. His only win last year was at Bay Hill. He comes in feeling good. Rory finished second at the World Golf Championship event a couple weeks ago in Mexico.
I'm in good shape. I played well in Mexico. DJ played just a little bit better than everyone else. So I'm in a good place with my game.
Rory's going to go off at 12:30 tomorrow. On to hoops. It is going to be an emotional night. Get the Kleenex ready tomorrow at CFE Arena, as it will be the final home game for BJ Taylor and Taco Fall, 2 of the program's all-time greats. Now, BJ is from Orlando, so his family has seen plenty of his games. But for Taco, that's not the case. He moved from Senegal when he was 16 and has not seen his mother in nearly 7 years. Now, they talk on the phone every day, but they have not seen each other in person since he left. And the only video she's seen of her son playing ball is from the UCF basketball YouTube page. But tomorrow night, she will be in attendance and for the first time gets to watch her 7'6" son take the court live and in person.
It means a lot. I haven't seen her for 7 years, and she never saw me play before. So it means, and her and my brother are here, so both of them. We haven't been together for so long. It felt like I was dreaming, but you know, my mom, she's been my great support, and I'm ready to play in front of her finally.
To have his mom be able to see him play in his last home game here at CFE Arena is special, and I'm just really excited for him.
Can't wait to see that tomorrow. Now, it was senior night tonight in Gainesville. Gators hosting number 10 LSU final seconds. Jalen Hudson, dude was unconscious in the second half. Puts Florida in front by 2 with that 3, but no one picks up Tremont Waters. He goes right down, ties the game at 72. Second time this year these two have needed overtime. In the extra period, Gators had a shot to win it, except they forgot to take the shot. Kayvon Allen doesn't get it off in time, and LSU pulls it out. That one hurts. Florida still flirting with that bubble. Just 1 game left in the regular season. We'll be right back.
Injured anywhere in Central Florida? Call 1-800-TRIAL-PRO or TrialPro.com.
3, 2, 1. The countdown to the 2019 Daytona Supercross is on. It all goes down Saturday, March 9th at the World Center of Racing. Get your tickets and trackside access by calling 1-800-PIT-SHOP or visit DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
It's the Sign and Sleep event at Mattress Firm. During the Ultimate Financing event, take home a new mattress at 0% APR for 6 years with $0 down and $0 due at signing. Just sign, save, and sleep. It's as simple as that. And what could be better than taking home a new bed for no money down? How about saving up to $400 on the best brands? But these deals won't last long, so don't miss out. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
Welcome to Universal's Volcano Bay. Here, time doesn't fly, it simply floats by. And when it's your time to ride, you go right to the slide. Pure poetry. Universal's Volcano Bay.
The Ross Spring Dress event is here, finally, so you can say yes to the biggest selection of the season. Yes. Or stop and ask yourself, can I afford both? At these prices? Oh, yeah. Or find a look that's like, wow, at a price that's like, well, that's yes for less. Seriously, 20 to 60% off department store prices. More new dresses means more reasons to say yes. Get your yes for less at the Ross Grand Opening on Saturday in East Winter Park.
Have you ever experienced a real butter burger? We slather on farm fresh Wisconsin butter. It's true. Too much of a good thing is just wonderful. The Wisconsin Butter Steak Burger, only at Steak and Shake.
Live from the Starlight Lounge.
1 + 1 = 2, little too late. A soccer bam boom, who's in the room? Love is dangerous, but driving safe means you pay less. Switch and save, yes ma'am. Excuse me, miss, does this heart belong to you? Would you like it anyway? Scoobly-doo-ba-ba-ba-ba.
3, 2, 1. The countdown to the 2019 Daytona Supercross is on. It all goes down Saturday, March 9th at the World Center of Racing. Get your tickets and trackside access by calling 1-800-PIT-SHOP or visit DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Doppler 9 radar is driven by Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Claremont.
It's another jacket start to the morning. Wind chills upper 30s. Temperatures in the low 40s. Climbing back will be right around 73 tomorrow, even warmer. Martha, I have 87 degrees by Sunday, so I'll take 73.
Me too. It's going to be toasty this weekend. Be sure to watch Eyewitness News this morning, tomorrow starting at 5, and get your weather and traffic info every 10 minutes.
Perfect weather for the golf tournament. Again, one of my favorite sports, walking the golf course and trying to find a weed. There are no weeds on that grass. Thanks for watching. See you back here for Eyewitness News tomorrow night. Take care.
Good night.